All right. Welcome to today's session. Um, so today we are looking at Australian USD. Yeah. So firstly, checking it out from what the overall market structure looks like, right, on the Australian USD. So looking at this, the overall market structure on the Australian USD is downwards, right? Is downwards. Okay, is downwards. And now let's now map out levels of support and resistance. Now, why are these things important? Why is mapping out levels of support and resistance important? Is because these levels of support and resistance, like this resistance level now, it is a level where there are orders, all right? Orders in the sense that they are sell orders, sellers have put in sell orders at this resistance level. And that's why you see that most times when price comes to touch it, it always rejects. At some point, it rejects, okay, before there now be a breakout. And at some point, there will not just be a breakout, but it will keep rejecting price, okay? So this level of resistance zone now is a level where some people call it order blocks, right? Order blocks. Order block in the sense that sell orders have been put here so that whenever price comes to this level, it sells off. All right. And how do you know a resistance zone? Is when you can see consistent price footprints on that level. We can see 1, we can see 2, 3, 4 consistent price footprints. Now let's map out the next support level. Support level are also their buy zones. All right, they are buy zones. So we map out the next support level. As you can see here, this level is a support level. All right, then we have another support zone here too. Of course, if this is a support zone to this one, then this level is a resistance zone, because now support level do turn to resistance level when price breaks out through them. All right. So when price broke out through this support level, now it became resistance. You can see how it has been rejecting price. See these two candlesticks here with wicks above, shows that they've been rejected at that level. All right. So now we are at this level now, and we are looking at where next price would get to. For more clarity now, we go to the weekly time frame. Yeah, we go to the weekly time frame. So we go to the weekly time frame now, because we need to see what is currently going on the weekly time frame. All right. So we need to see what's currently going on the weekly time frame. Yeah. So when we look at what is going on the weekly time frame, yeah, we get to see more clearer. All right. Because on the monthly time frame, it has given us a broader view, but not as clear enough. Okay. The lower the time frame, the clearer the perspective. All right, where you get to see the current market direction. Okay, so yeah, we can see those levels of support showing up here, and you can see how price has been tilting downward on a downtrend. Okay, now for the past 5 weeks now, you saw price pushing up into this zone. Okay, so if you look closely now, there is also a minor resistance zone. Let me see if I can get something to. It's okay. There's also a minor resistance zone here. You can see it because you definitely see how price consolidated at this level before pushing up, came down here, consolidated at this level too, pushing down, came just consolidating here. Now this level also like is a bit significant. We call it a minor, support on resistance zone. So we can see how price came up here and expected it. Okay, then price was rejected down to this point. All right, so stemming from the fact that the overall downtrend is bearish, and then we are also looking out for these levels of support and resistance so that we know the next leg or the next move of Australian USD. So now from week one, from weekly time frame now, we'll go to the daily time frame. Can you see that on this facts now, we are on this time frames now, we are able to see more clearly what is obtainable in the market. All right, we're able to see more clearly what's obtainable in the market. So here we saw our price consolidated within this range. All right, price consolidated within this range, then a breakout happened. Okay, when a breakout happened, then you saw price moving down. All right, then consolidating at this level as well, then moved up, came down, went up, now at this zone, this resistance zone here. Okay, this resistance zone here, as we can see, our price consolidated through this level, broke out, then you can see price at this resistance zone here. All right, now it's very important that we are looking for a higher probability. Okay, a higher probability in the sense that the chances of taking a trade and winning is higher than the chances of losing, of which is what we are doing, and why we have to go through this analysis and looking through the multiple time frame analysis, the support and resistance zone, so yeah. So here now we can see how price has moved up here, later came down, came to this level, and is currently at a minor resistance zone, which it has been expecting for the past few days now. Okay. So which it has been respecting for the past few days now. So we see that yesterday opened and closed as an indecision candle. What an indecision candle means is that a candle that is neither bullish or bearish. All right, is neither bullish or bearish, it's indecision. We call it equilibrium. All right, equilibrium in the sense that the supply side is almost or equal to the demand side. All right, so that is why we call it equilibrium, because if you look closely on that candle here now, you would see what I'm saying. All right, it's like a cross, it has no body, just very thin line. Okay, very thin line. So it has no body, but just very thin line at this level. All right, and So let's go down to 4 hours. Okay. Okay. So here we are now. Good. So we can see that at this level here, on the 4 hours time frame, we have price go up. Sorry, let me up this level, came down here, came up again, broke down. Of course, at this point, you definitely think, okay, yeah, this is like a double top, all right, and then came down, retested this level, went back up, broke down again. Okay, don't forget that on the daily time frame, it is at a minor resistance zone. Okay, then on the 4 hours time frame, it's still on it, but then we are looking at the candlesticks here. Okay, now the candlestick coming in here are fully bodied candlestick. All right, so let's go down to the 1 hour time frame to put more clarity to what we are talking about. Okay, good. Now the 1 hour time frame is giving us a clearer picture. What clearer picture is that? It's giving us a picture of the fact that we can see this bearish momentum, that came in the last 1 hour before this current one is forming now. We can see our price. Pushed down. Okay, here. Okay, so and our price is pushing down. Can you see from here now? Our price has been pushing down. So you see that the more you do, the more you go into the time frames, the clearer you see what's actually going on and the best position you can take. All right. So at this point now, the 1 hour time frame is telling us the reality of what is happening at the most recent time. Okay, now we can go down to the 30-minute time frame, right, to equally see for ourselves, all right, what is happening. Of course, there is the candlestick that broke out of this level has broke back into this level. All right, now this says a lot about the price action here. All right, so which means that this breakout here now is acting as a fake breakout, okay, because price that broke out from it is now back into that same level. Okay, now the question is, what position will I be taking on this trade? So this is the 15 minutes. Okay, the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes here, we can see a double top, all right, that has broken out of the neck, and then we can see a reversal coming in on the double top. So what am I doing from this level is I'm shorting this market, all right, on a short term. So good. So here I'm selling. Now as I'm selling, I'm putting my stop loss would be above this level. Can you see this 15-minute time frame? Hope you can see. My stop loss would be above this level. All right. Then my take profit would be here. All right. My take profit will be here. Okay. Now, the reason why I put my stop loss up here, or the reason why I will be putting my stop loss up here, is because market can come up here and take me out because it's at the tip of where orders are set. Okay, we call it order block. You can go and do more research on order block and watch maybe some YouTube video on order block. All right. Orders are being set here. That's how you see this spike. See it here repeatedly. All right. So even when you sell, all right, you sell. You can see here now, you sell. Price will come up here and take out everybody that has put their stop loss here and now keep going in that direction that is supposed to go. All right. So it has been a repeated stuff. So if you look at these two, this is like came and took out people with their stop loss on all this level. All right. So that's why most times I put my stop loss a bit above the tip of the last resistance zone. You get. So, but that's what I'm going to be doing now. Setting my stop loss at 6017, and then my take profit would be 0. Okay, 565639. Okay, so you can see that now, and then I decide to sell. All right, so I'm selling on Australian USD. Okay, now of course we would just let me take a screenshot of this so that we can both look into the end result. We are here to learn. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, excuse me, I'm coming. Okay, let me take a screenshot of this. It's okay. So now, let's do USD JPY. USD JPY. So, okay. Let's start with the monthly time frame for USD JPY now. Yeah. So yeah, we can see some interesting chart on USD JPY. Interestingly, USD JPY has been bullish, you know, for the past 2 to 3 years now. And as we can see that, you know, there are levels of support and resistance. Here we see a support also turned resistance. All right, or resistance turned support. Now notice this long spike here. This long spike is eating people's stop loss, stopping them out of the market. They are all on buy. Some of them are on buy. All right. Definitely, it still comes, it's their stop loss before going back up. Now we can see the same thing playing out here. All right. Of course, last month it was bearish because here is the reason why it was bearish. It's if you have followed one of my sessions, I talked about it's around this time. I don't know, okay, that USDJPY is at a level it has never gotten to before in the last 2 years. All right, so it will definitely pull back, and that's what we see here now. Now let's go down to the weekly time frame. All right, so this is the weekly time frame of USDJPY. Now we definitely now see that this level is a resistance zone, as price has been rejected from it before. You can see the past price footprint, like price had gotten here before historically. Now we can also see here that price has also touch this level, and there's some level of resistance pushback at this level. So it's also a level where we can look at for price footprint. Of course, and we can see that Euro USD had USDJPY had a pullback. All right. Now, if you observe, you definitely see that there is also a minor resistance and support zone here. A minor support zone here, and that's why you see these spikes coming to tap it, because stop losses have been set here. All right. Then here as well, stop losses have been set here. That's why you see that this spike come here and tap it out. Then it takes all the liquidity from here and push it up. This level is called liquidity zone. All right. So it comes, take out the liquidity from those who have set the orders and keeps going back in the direction it ought to be. So last week, we can see the candlestick from last week showing us that there is great buy momentum at this level. All right. Then let's go down to the daily time frame now. So the daily time frame is also telling us that buy momentum started coming in from today is Tuesday. Buy momentum started coming in on Friday. All right. Yeah, like okay, you can see on Thursday because of this pushback. Then on Friday we can see another one, and then now we can see that also there's a minor support zone at this level. Okay, showing that showing some good support for price. All right, support zone here. All right, even though price came to broke out of it and tapped this level, because of course this level here is like support. This level here also is support, because if you look at it historically, price had created a footprint here. So people came to set their order here. What did market do? Market came to tap them out, So yeah, like you just want to be lucky that you are not setting your order at a point where market is high in. All right. So now we can see how price pushed back. So we can see the buy momentum already coming in on USDJPY. So now we go down so we can equally see buy momentum coming in. All right. So then we go down to the 4 hours time frame. Okay. Now on the 4 hours time frame, we see that actually buy momentum came in. Then there have been a pushback in price. That pushback started today. All right. So which sometimes you can always see that at some point price will just relax. Okay. So and also because sellers are also selling at this level. If you look at it too, this level is a resistance zone. A resistance zone has been created here because you can see how price tried testing this level and could not break down further. All right, and here we had the breakouts. Okay, this level had acted as a support and now acting as a resistance zone. So it's definitely going to stand strong. All right. However, doesn't dismiss the fact that buy momentum is coming in, bullish momentum is coming in. So when we go down to the 1 minute time frame, all right, good. We can see price rolling down. Okay. Now let's see. There's another support zone here that we need to look at. Minor support zone on the 1 hour time frame, where price had come to test, price had come to test here. All right. So this can act as a support for price, okay, preventing price to fall down further. We can't say, but yeah, like the higher probability is there that this is acting like a support now, because it has acted like a resistance zone before. Can see all these rejection candles here, and then there's a spike rejection candle here. So yeah, now let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. So USDJPY is coming in on is coming into the minus support zone. All right. So what do we do as we see that USDJPY is coming into the minus support zone? All right. We want to most likely set our buy limit order here. Okay. The interesting thing is this. As of yesterday, when price was somewhere around here, okay, I set a buy limit. Okay, I think I set a buy limit at I set a buy limit is here. Yeah, maybe price pushed back up and I set a buy limit around this level. But funny enough, price never came down to that level. It just kept going up from that level because I thought the candlestick was moving like it was going to come and touch that level. Because I actually wanted to buy as well. But yeah, it did not touch it and it just kept moving up, up to this level where it is at present. All right. So that makes it quite interesting. So there are two things we can do. We can set a buy stop order here. Okay. Yeah, because USDJPY will definitely buy. You can see the momentum coming in on the daily time frame. So because we don't want to jump in on this trade and we don't want to also miss out on the trade, because if we set a buy limit order, yeah, it can come touch it and keep going back up. But what if it doesn't touch it? And what if it doesn't keep going back up? So there's a more probability that if we set it at the buy order up here, okay, this is buy order, this is buy limit order. But we set the buy order up here, buy stop order up here, it will most likely buy it if the market is going up. Do you get now? So there are we are left with three options. If you have capital, all right, and you don't have that time to say, okay, you want to buy immediately and just set your stop loss somewhere here, all right, and set your take profit up here. Okay. You want to take profit up here. You want to set your stop loss here. All right. If you have that time, you can decide to just set a buy order here. So when the market is going up, it just touches it, and then your buy is activated. All right. For the sake of patience, I would want us to set a buy stop order here. So let's do that. Come on. Good. So here we come, set a buy stop order. A buy stop order at this level. Okay, good. Then a stop loss order. Set a stop loss order. I'm setting my stop loss order here. Okay. Yeah. Stop loss order here. Then my take profit. I'm moving my take profit up here to the next resistance zone. Okay. So please. Good. So we can see now that we are in the best position, well protected, okay, than buying immediately in the market. So the moment your buy is now moving to the direction of your take profit, you can start moving your stop loss. Okay, you can start moving your stop loss above your entry level. That's what we call hedging strategy. All right. It's also a strategy that is part of hedging, which means if the market moves against you after going up now, you did not totally lose. You will keep a little profit. And that also matters. All right. That also matters. So that is how, I'll be setting my trades for this market today. All right. So that's all, for today. So thank you.